Slack CEO Stewart Butterfield joins us now, and we will get to your business-specific proposition in a second. But, you know, that euphoria that we all felt over vaccines earlier this year may have left, a lot of businesses wondering how long this would last. As you see more countries, businesses retrenching, what does that mean for work from home? Do you see it more as a permanent feature?
I do see it more as a permanent feature, although maybe not from inside of people's homes, because often their homes are not designed for it. A lot of parents with kids, no childcare, arguing whoever gets to use the kitchen table or two small apartments. But I think the days of 9 to 5, Monday to Friday are over. And it's not that people don't want to get together. I think there's a huge value to that, and I'm looking forward to more of it. But that autonomy and flexibility that workers got over the last couple of years is going to be very, very difficult to convince them to give up. And the other thing that you've seen is the Great Resignation, wage inflation, restaurants not being able to hire enough people. I mean, it's across the board. It's software engineers and bankers all the way down to people working in the city, in the field, people working in the factories and the warehouses. That's a pretty big shift.
It's a pretty big shift, and during that shift, communication is key. And if we get back to your platform, I mean, you say that you've completely rebuilt Slack, make it simpler, more pleasant, more productive. I got to be honest, Stuart, I can't keep up with all the ways that I'm already supposed to communicate with everyone. So are you saying that for employees now who use Slack, that you can merge all this communication, streamline it? Let me know what's going on here.
Yeah, a little bit of merging and streamlining the communication, and a lot more of knitting together all of the different services that people use. And and this is not exciting all the time, but if you think about what people do, whether they're benefits administrators or salespeople, finance, accounting, HR, there's a lot of filling out forms in software, pressing buttons, approvals, receiving notifications, and all of that requires a lot of manual switching. So to make this maybe a realer example, Paula, imagine that you were a recruiter and you send out an offer letter to a candidate using DocuSign. You get back the notice from DocuSign via email, and now you have to go update the applicant tracking system and close the job on the website and say that the candidate has a start date and go tell the hiring manager. It's that kind of stuff. So letting people build custom workflows that tie together all the services they use. And that is a huge simplification. And it also allows for a lot more rapid evolution, a lot more agility.
When we say rapid, evolution and agility, does that mean that companies will be able to design Slack the way they want to design it, not the way it comes in a cookie cutter form from your company?
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. And if you think back, I'm sure you've had a couple experiences in your life with an airline or a credit card company or a telco where you're talking to a customer service rep and they say, "I'm sorry, ma'am, the system won't let me do that." They're telling the truth. And that era of kind of tops down, very rigid software design, I think, is being superseded by a world where companies pull together the pieces that they want. They build their own systems. There's a little bit more technical expertise inside of every company, manufacturers, retail, across the board. And that allows them to be much more nimble in shifting, because it's the salespeople that know how to make it easy for salespeople. And it's the accountants who know how to make it easy for accountants, not the professional software developers.
Yeah, so I want to know why it's not communicators who know how to make it easy for communicators. So I don't have a lot of time left, but before you can see the eye roll. The eye roll is happening here. Just in terms of how Slack will work to make work from home work better for everyone, is there anything succinct you can tell me that this program will actually do? Because as you know, there's a lot of skepticism about it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I'll put myself in this camp as well. Historically, leaders have spent a lot more time on real estate leases and office build-outs, conference room design, seating plans, and all of that. But imagine some alternate universe where in March of 2020, we could still go to the office, everyone still had their offices, but no one had any of the software they used. All of these companies, including us, who did pretty well over the last couple of years, we would just go out of business. We would cease to exist. So obviously there is this infrastructure that's critical to support productivity and collaboration. And I think it's time that we all start paying a little bit more attention to it and being a little bit more thoughtful about how people communicate.
Yeah, and again, if that gives us more time back in our day and makes us work more efficiently, we are all for it. Sir, thanks. I appreciate you being here.